Yo, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm in like damn near bumper to bumper traffic. We speeding up. We doing 40. We slowing down. It's kind of drizzling. People driving stupid these last few days. I think this is my first video I've made in 2020. I haven't been able to. I'm not gonna say I haven't been able to. I've been able to, I just haven't been in the right creative mindset to make videos. I even have a list of things that I would talk about, but I can just tell, like, yo, the energy not right to make that video is not going to come off right. It's going to come off as if I'm talking about a topic that I wanted to talk about 3 or 4 weeks ago. As in, I've become wiser. So it's like I can't even talk about this topic now because I've attained new information on it, in the meantime that I put it in a list. So it's hard for me to just go back and make videos on stuff that I've already, I might have talked about it with somebody else because I still wanted to talk about it. I just didn't make a video about it. So, it's 2020. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I haven't been in the creative mindset to make no videos. I've been too busy living life, to be honest. Life is changing for me this year, 2020. I've been sitting here talking to Raven about, all the things that we have coming forward for us in 2020. Just trying to prepare for things, just setting goals, and just talking to each other about, each other's goals and what we can accomplish together and what we can accomplish individually. So that kind of takes up bandwidth when you're trying to grind. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like when I get up here and I make these videos, man, this is kind of like me going to the practice facility in 2K. A lot of people know that, I talk in 2K metaphors and stuff. And when I'm out with my niggas, as in I took some pictures on Instagram and all that. I was out all weekend. I went to Grain. I went to, it was just in downtown Norfolk, Top Golf. Just visiting family, just a bunch of things. To me, I was out in the park. I was with my niggas. We was out in the park. We was doing shit. They talking about going on a cruise, nigga. That's major park stuff or whatever. Like, I'm cool with that, but I'm so focused on my own family. Like, me going on a cruise and not bringing my family with me, to me, I automatically put that in a bag of I'm taking away from my family to go do this by myself. To me, that's selfish. And it's just like, yo, I don't want to go on a cruise without doing it with my family. To me, it's just like I'd rather take that money for that cruise and put it towards doing something with my fam. Because my memories by myself, they gonna die with me. I'm trying to help create memories for others, for my fam. Maybe when I get a little bit more established, and I can do both, you know what I'm saying? So that'd be cool. But anywho, back to the subject at hand, about me feeling good, feeling great, and just not being able to make these videos, man. I've been living life, and to me, that's going to the practice facility. When I'm just going to work, and I'm just going home, going to work, going home, and making my own food, grocery shopping, just doing nothing. To me, that's like the MyCareer grind. And that's a name for it in 2K, but to be honest, it is a MyCareer grind. I'm focused on my career, and I'm just focused on not spending this money and using that to pay bills. I'm just focused on my work. So maybe I can get a promotion, get that letter that says that I can control the rotation of the team. You know what I'm saying? So I've been grinding my career early this year, but I'm not gonna lie. What is today? January 12th, January 13th, something like that. Man, I've been in the practice facility, just getting to know my new teammates and stuff. Because me and Raven, we go way back, but we ain't never been together. So, what you doing, my guy? Stay in your lane, bro. Come on, man. Every exit fucking clogged up. Jesus Christ. Nigga, I will go to Land Haven. It's ridiculous. So every exit clogged up, my guy. Damn. Man, that is not a problem. I will go to Land Haven. Shit, stupid. Nigga, I waited to go home. Anywho, so let me get past all this traffic. I'll get back to this video. Because these niggas might swerve out real quick and do some dumb shit. Oh, it's because a cop pulled somebody over. Amazing. That's why it's all. Man, I ought to get over. Jump on roads, man. I hate that shit. Cop pulled somebody over. Like, nigga, pull them over where they ain't gonna cause traffic, nigga. Why you pull them over next to the exit? Anywho, back at hand. So, I don't even know how long this thing say, 6 minutes. Let's see if I can talk about something. I mean, I'm just sitting in this video, see what there is to talk about. We talk about being focused on my goals, what I plan to accomplish this year. So in July, late June, early July, I'm gonna have a baby here, which means that, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's gonna be my first holiday with my new family. You know, Raven and the kid. You know, I'm talking to Raven about, you know, what we want from each other. And she said she's ready to be a grandmother. So I was like, hey, you know, that's a big duty. You got to be able to cook for the whole family. She said she with it. She said she's ready to have a whole lot of kids. I'm like, okay. She been balling. I'm not going to front. She been balling. I did not give her a fair chance. I really did. I did not give her a fair chance because I don't know if I just hold too much value up to, I don't know, things that have already been established. I've never seen that happen. I guess that was something that I had to realize. You know, I had to live it. So, I mean, I done been in other relationships, but most of the relationships that I've been in have all really been about what I'm getting at face value. Like, do the girl look good to me? Do I want to fuck her? And to be honest, that's how me and Raven's relationship started off. I mean, she had big titties. I wanted to fuck. She looked good to me. I was like, I wanted to fuck. And I mean, we had sex before we got into a relationship, so I never even tried to be in a relationship with her. I never really cared to get to know her more than that. I wasn't interested. So I didn't give her a fair chance at all. But I mean, we having this kid together, and she don't know nothing about basketball, so I've been having to talk to her, having to change my words because she don't understand what I'm trying to say. She don't understand none of my lingo. So with that being said, I have to rethink some of the things to try to make her understand what I'm actually trying to say. And she's starting to understand, you know, what I'm getting at. I care about my franchise very much. Everybody that play 2K with me, they know I play MyCareer more than I go to the park. I like winning championships. And I like doing that in my real life. I don't like feeling like I went through a whole year and nigga didn't even make the playoffs. Some niggas live their life like that, bro. Like, how you let a whole year go by and you just took nothing but L's for the whole year? You couldn't do nothing to help your situation. You couldn't get better as a person. You couldn't better your life this year. Now, I get it if it's just like, yo, it just so happens that your year went down. I mean, I done had years like that where it's just like, bro, I won a championship, and then the next season, it's like, damn, nigga, like, what the fuck happened? And I'm not making excuses, but those are usually seasons where I look at certain things that I did in my life, and I'm just like, yo, that was me being injured. So So, I mean, pretty much, if I had to retrace, my history, I would say up to 2007. I graduated in 2007, so that would be like, okay, me being out of high school, and then 2008 was my first year out of high school. Like, what happened that year? A lot of people went to college. I did not. I barely even knew how to apply for college. I didn't even know that you were supposed to apply for college until after I had, basically, like, during that senior year. I didn't know that I was supposed to already been applying for college. I was just like, I thought to apply for college you need a degree. I mean, you needed a diploma. And I was like, I don't get my diploma until I graduate. But I didn't really have nobody else around me that went to college. So, my parents just kind of thought I was smart enough to know what I was doing. And my naive ass thought I knew what I was doing. Like, yeah, once I get my diploma, nigga, I'll apply. I was stupid. I was just ignorant. But anywho, that 2007, 2008, that was my rookie debut, bro. That was my rookie debut to being an adult. What the fuck happened that year? I graduated high school, went to California immediately to go play back in my dad's team, my dad's franchise, because, that's what I got drafted to. Actually, in the middle of at the end of my high school year, my mom kicked me out / I left, because she tried to be like, I ain't kicked you out the house, blah, blah, like, you kind of kicked me out. I did kind of leave, but it was kind of like an ultimatum. But I went to go stay with my boy for like 2 months, and that was like the draft combine, like, how's this gonna go? I think I was working like at the grocery store or something. The shit was whack. I ended up getting drafted to my dad's team in California. I went there, and I got plenty of playing time. I was a star, and but I was getting buckets because it was a losing franchise, man. It was a losing franchise. They was taking L's, like taking major fucking L's, and I had played for that team the year before. I think maybe like a year before then or whatever, and it was just like I stayed there for a little bit, but I was still technically in high school, so it's just like, okay, I was in that city, but it wasn't my rookie debut. When there's my rookie debut, and it was just like, we still taking L's, like in my senior year of high school. Like, this is the L's, but now I'm a much better player. I'm getting buckets. I had a full-time job, and every amount of my money was going straight into the house. I was getting 50 VC after every game. That's all I had left, 50 VC. And getting shitted on by the coach, getting shitted on by the GM. My teammates, I mean, it was what it was, but it was just like, yo, I don't want to play for this franchise no more. Like, we didn't got to a point that, negotiations have got down to this point. And I remember the negotiations got to the point where my dad, the GM, was like, I'm going to retire, and y'all are going to take over this franchise. I was like, I don't have enough VC to take over this franchise. And he was just like, yeah, but you gonna make it work. It's like, you got me fucked up, nigga. I done been to way too many franchises. That's nah, I'm good. I need to be focused on me. Like, you trying to get me to continue your franchise, and I need to work on my own franchise. That's not helping me. I don't want to lose. I want to win. I don't want to spend my whole career losing. Like, so I demanded a trade. Went back to, my mom's house. I was there for like 2 weeks. She was like, you gotta do something. You can't, like, the fuck? I joined the Navy. Pow, nigga. Immediately back on my feet. They got me right. I was getting major buckets, which really ain't count, but my first 3 years in the Navy, it was tough. My stats weren't as good as, it could have been, but man, by 2000 and summer 2009, I had my own place. It was actually earlier, summer 2009, I had my own place. And basically that was like me being a starter for my own franchise. Like, finally, nigga, I can do what I want to do. I was making shit negative VC. I think Ronell was helping me. He was sliding me VC. Franchise, it was rough. You know what I'm saying? It was rough. About that next year, 2010, it was like my third. Well, I guess you would say my fourth year in the league. 07, 08, 08, 09, 09, 2010. That was the third year in the league. I was balling that year. I was balling. I think I went from averaging like 13 points a game to 27 points a game. Your boy was balling. 2011, I was averaging like 36 points a game. Your nigga was getting buckets. Like, there's so many free agents wanted to come join my team. Because I was just like, I was winning by myself and I had money to sign somebody else. Unfortunately, me and my teammates had a falling out. It was Crystal. She was my starting shooting guard at the time. She didn't really feel like she wanted to be on the franchise. I think she wanted to do her own thing. And my little brother, little Alex, coming off the bench, he was getting like, little 10 points a game, 11 points a game. But it was like his third year in the league too. So it was just like, bruh, this is not good. And he was kind of complacent. And I was like, you need to get to a point where you need the ball harder. And I mean, it took him some time, but I think he got it together in California. That nigga played with some rough franchises. He took some L's. But 2011 nigga went to the Olympics, which is overseas. Nigga balled out. Came back 2012. Left my team and went to go play for another team. Just kind of had a little injury, but it was manageable. And I got signed by a winning franchise like the Warriors or whatever. Came off the bench, gave them like 18 points off the bench, won a championship. That was easy. That was a 4-0 sweep. That was easy. And obviously, I tried to do the thing again when I run with another shooting guard, and that was Jasmine. And Jasmine came with a package. She picked up Amber, who was going to run small forward. Shit was supposed to be gravy. I would like to say that we went to the playoffs, but I want to say that we got knocked out in the second or third round. And it just didn't work out. I ended up getting like MVP, most improved, all team defense. I got a lot of awards that year, but I ain't won a championship. So to me, it was just like, I need to go back and do this by myself. That was 2013. I was on the team with them. 2014, went and got my own franchise. And it wasn't like I just went and got my own franchise. I became my owner, and that's when I bought MyCareer. Bought my house, Bought my house. It's my franchise now. So if y'all want to play with me, nigga, I'm the GM. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm signing contracts, all of that. I'm the coach. I'm the GM. I'm everything. I'm all that now. Like, I think I was 24. I was 24 years old. Got my franchise and shit. Obviously, 6 years later, nigga, I'm still in my franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Jasmine came and signed on. She peaked. She came and signed on, and she was like, she got selected to go to the Olympics. I chose to not go to the Olympics. I was like, I want to chill and rest my body. When she went to the Olympics, she found out that I was balling with people in the rec in the YMCA, and they came and they was just like, we want to play for your franchise, but I ain't have enough salary cap to sign everybody. And I was like, I kind of already gave her a contract. And I mean, shit was kind of fucked up on the inside of the franchise. So it was just like, yo, they kind of tainted shit for me and my starting shooting guard. But Jasmine still put up like 20 points a game. But she was like, this is fucked up. So she went down to her own franchise in Florida, where she was averaging like 27. And that kind of crippled my franchise. But I picked up somebody, which was Lil Gabriel. And he came through averaging about 10 points a game. Wasn't much. I was like, nigga, I'm going to teach you how to average more points. So he started averaging like 12 points a game immediately, 14 points a game, 17 points a game. By the end of his first season, he was averaging like 18. I was like, nigga, I think I'm going to go play for Jasmine's franchise. Can you hold my franchise down? Can you pick up another star player? And they ran my franchise to shit. Not shit. Went down to Florida with Jasmine, played for that franchise a little bit, got into it with the GMs or whatever. They won't giving me fucking playing time. I was like, they not calling plays for me. I was like, no. Y'all making me seem like a scrub here because y'all not running plays for me. Y'all want to run this. This is not how you win championships. And I was like, fuck this. I'm going back to my franchise. Lo and behold, that franchise did not last. That shit crashed. And Jasmine ended up coming back up here where I was like, okay, let's do this. As I'm at the end of my school year. I'm about to graduate school. I'm not making buckets nearly like I used to. I think at this point I'm averaging like 17 points a game, but I'm still, and Lil Gabe were averaging like 15 points a game. But I'm telling Jasmine, like, yo, we barely winning these games, but if you come and you average 17 with me, I know you can average at least 17 with me, nigga, we can still make the franchise. We can still win a championship. Like, we can still be good. And she came and suffered a career-ending injury. It wasn't even career-ending. It was like season-ending. But she could have started her rehab process, you know, right then and there. But to be honest, she was just like, she was so focused on herself that she didn't care. I mean, the whole plan was that she was supposed to come and help us. We was going to make that playoff push. And, like, we barely winning games. We still losing games. And then she started complaining about people on the team. Like, oh, this person can't be on the team. This person can't be on the team. And I was like, I'll gladly kick them off the team if you come back and start making buckets. Like, but you not. You can't come back and make buckets. So I need to keep them on their contracts or whatever. And she was just like, she ain't say it, but basically what happened was she was just like, well, since you ain't gonna kick them off the team, well, fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna rehab. And that was toxic, man. So I told her, like, she need to go back to the G League and rehab. She didn't want to do that. I was like, you need to do something. Like, this is, come on, like, your bills is, you can't just say fuck it. And she was like, she didn't want to get traded and she didn't want to get released. So I was like, so what you want to do? She was just like, I don't know. I just want to wait and see. She got a little job. She was averaging like 10 points a game. And it was like, yo, this is not enough. This ain't even enough to pay your own bills. And when at the end of the contract negotiation, she was just like, I'd like to go to my own franchise. Because if I go to my own franchise, I can average more points. And I was like, why can't you average more points here? You're capable. And she was just like, she didn't want to. So she went to her own franchise and averaging 35 points a game. She's getting fucking buckets. I think she's winning championships. She is winning major championships. She's doing well for herself. And it was just like, I'm happy for her. It was just kind of a little bit of resentment from me because it was just like, why would you put my franchise in that position where you was just like, fuck it. Like, I want to get buckets. I want to average this much points a game. And I'm only going to do it if I'm the only person on the team. I don't know. But I guess she just didn't want to play team ball. She wanted to be on a Russell Westbrook. So she doing her thing. She got the dogs, so she got a few teammates. You know, they get buckets, obviously. And I still had Lil Gabriel getting buckets. And Amber was supposed to come to help me get buckets. But she was like, I'm not coming to play on your team while Lil Gabriel's playing on your team. And I was like, well, he averaging 22 points a game right now. And I'm averaging like 27. So I'm not averaging 36 like I used to. And It's raining hard as a bitch. She was like, hold on, let me continue this conversation in the house. God damn. What the fuck? It's raining hard as a bitch out here. What the fuck is happening? All right, so, so she won't, you know, Amber said she was gonna come and she was just like, he averaged 22 right now. I can come and I can average 27 with you. You can average 27 with me. She was like, I will come through and I will average the same thing that you average. I was like, let's go. And she pulled a DeAndre fucking Jordan. Lil Gabriel got released off the team. He went to go do his own franchise. And he did it in a terrible way, man. I'm pretty sure that nigga's averaging like 12 points a game, whatever he had. Less than that. He got to be averaging like 7. He fucked up. And Amber played me. She went and re-signed with the team that she was with. And it was just like, why would you set me up like that? So I'm out here averaging 27 by myself. And to me, it was just like, we'll see. We'll see what I do when I get to the playoffs. And in the middle of the season, free agent signing. Free agent signing. Man, a free agent signing. And the free agent was just like, I can't get you buckets. I'm not going to lie. I cannot get you buckets. But I can average a lot of assists. I can average a lot of rebounds. I can play defense. 4 steals a game, 4 blocks a game, 12 rebounds, 8 points a game. It really helps on the stat sheet. Nigga, it really helps on the stat sheet. Like, really helps. Maybe like, I don't even know if I said how many assists. It's got to be like 12 assists. Kind of like a Draymond Green, you know? And I'm back to winning championships. Life is good. Life is great. So, man, sometimes I be like, will I ever hit my prime again? Golly. Boy, I was reminiscing a little bit about when I was getting buckets. Reminiscing. Some people say they hate my career, and I'm just like, nigga, how? Like, my career only let you play for 20 years, but real life, nigga, in real life, you get to do this shit for, you know, however long. You become an adult, like, at 18, and you're supposed to retire when you, like, I don't know, 60. But if you do the right shit, nigga, you can become an adult at 18, and you can retire in your 30s. You really can. Like, you can do 20 years. Some people join the military, do 20, and then they retire, and they might do some other shit where they just, okay, I balled out, Hall of Fame, I'm retired, and now I'm going to play role player. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bruh, man. But life is good. Life is great. This has been a 30-minute video. I'm about to smoke. I got to do some work. I'm going to hop on 2K and grind for some more VC. And I actually want to make another video. I want to make another video that actually details my seasons. I think that I would really enjoy doing that. I'm 18, about to turn 31 this year. And I turned 18. So, this is my 12th season. 18, 19, 20. This is my 13th season. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Obviously, that's 10. This is my 13th season. my 13th season. I want to lay out my accolades and actually put it in like a stat sheet so I can just look at myself and just be like, yo, so I can look at what I accomplished in certain years, maybe look at some of my teammates and just be like, man, I had some really good teammates then or whatever, this and that. But I like to see the way my life play out. I like looking at it, like looking at the box score, just looking at my career stats for each season. Look at the people in my life. How many stats? Like, you look at Ronell. That nigga is... Ronell, he is my starting something. I always call my girl my starting shooting guard, but my nigga Ronell, he like my starting small forward. That is my nigga. And I look at him. He been on the roster for a minute. I would probably say, like, maybe a few years out of that, me and him were on separate teams. Probably my first year when I joined the Navy, like, 08, 09, me and Ronell wasn't on the same team. But he was even still there for a little bit. So it was just like, yo, because when I was in C school, like the year I went to Bahrain, that was only half a year. When I went to Texas. Well, he went to Texas for a few years. I got to talk to him about this. I'm going to make an updated video. I'm going to make a detailed video about my life stats and my team rosters for those years. I think it's going to be fun.